Okay, so with this project, what I've done is I've cut up some segments here from some mahogany and some maple. So I've cut the segments up, as you can see. I'm going to try to make a little bit of a segmented kind of bowl. It's the first time I've ever done a segmented piece. It's not really my forte, cutting these pieces up, but I think, however, when they go together and you shape it all up on the lathe, I think, you know, it will turn out okay. So, oh, we lost one there. So I'm going to basically glue these up onto here, onto this piece here, which is I think this is a piece of walnut. And then what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to put a nice piece of veneer in here, a yellow piece I think, which is going to go on top of the segmented pieces, something like that. And then we're going to put another piece here. I think this might be another piece of walnut actually, I'm not too sure, on the top here. So this will be the base, and then you'll have the segmented piece there, and then we'll shape this into like a large top end of the bowl. So I'm just going to glue this up now. Right, okay, so I've glued this up, found another piece of wood. I think it is another piece of walnut actually anyway, but a smaller piece. Okay, so we've got this glued up now. Just mounted this on the lathe, and we're just going to see how this is going to turn out now. Right, well, so far this hasn't really worked out that well. So what I've done at the moment is I've finished the bottom here, and as you can see, I've got my segmented bits in there, but that hasn't turned out very well. And as I say, it's the first time I've done segmented pieces. I'm not really good at doing those, as you can probably see. There's some gaps in the segmented bits. Now I could fill those in with some sawdust or something, but I know I did this wrong from the outset, like I said. So I realised I've done it wrong. I should have glued the segmented pieces together first, set the ring, the segmented ring, and then stuck it on the piece of wood after that, but I didn't, and that's where I've gone wrong. So don't do that. This is how not to make a segmented bowl. So anyway, rather than, you know, get all upset about it and chuck the piece of wood away, what I've decided to do now is I've carved out a groove where the segmented pieces are, because the top and bottom pieces of wood are fine. And then we're going to do some miliputs, resin, putty resin in there. So make up some some shapes with some miliputs. We'll stick it in there and we'll have a miliputs bowl instead. How's that? I've also made a bit of a mistake on the bottom here as well, because I didn't really know what end the bowl was going to be. So what I've done is what you're supposed to do is and the best way to do these bowls, making bowls, is put this comes with your chuck. This piece here, and it's great because it basically just goes onto the end here nicely. But what I did is I screwed it into this side first. And that's why I've got some holes there, and I've tried to fill it in with some filler, as you can see, and that hasn't come out very well either. But I have a plan for that. You can always fix these things. You can always come up with something else and fix them. So I've got an idea. Bear with me. It will turn out alright, I'm hoping. So don't worry about if you're making mistakes. I mean, everyone's still learning. I'm still learning. I mean, I'm a new wood turner, to be fair. So you're always going to come up with these things where you think, oh yeah, you know. And obviously I watch other videos of other experts, and I'm bound to get some comments of, oh, you shouldn't have done it like that. Yes, I know I shouldn't have done it like that, hence why I'm explaining that reason now. Again, it's how not to do a segmented bowl, like I said. So I finished the bottom off here because it's best to finish this off. So now I can turn this round, and then we can hollow out the centre of the bowl. So I'll hollow the centre of the bowl out, I think, first, and then what I'll do is I'll get it ready for the miliputs. Or should I put the miliputs in now and then put it back on the lathe? Yeah, I think I'll put the miliputs in now, actually. So we'll go and do that now. And then we'll leave that to set overnight, and then we will see what we can do after that, and then we put it on there and hollow out the middle. So there we go. Just thought I'd give you an explanation really of how this is turning out. Right, okay, so we're using the miliputs now. So we've got the bowl which we looked at, and what I've done now is I've chopped up a number of different miliputs, which are these ones here. So we've got the white, we've got the black, we've got the silver grey, and we've got the yellow grey. So that's basically what I've done here. So I've taken a piece off of each, and what we need to do is now mix both of these, well, all of these up, and then what we'll do then is we'll start placing it inside our bowl. So I'll do that now, and I'll come back to you once I've mixed it all up. Okay, so I've mixed these all up, and I've basically rolled these out. There was one colour that I missed out, and that was the terracotta one. So I've got that out, and we've got that here now as well. So what I'm going to try and do now is I'm just going to place these on top of each other, and then we're going to chop them all up so that there are lots of different mixed colours in this bowl. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so see what I've done here is basically I've just laid these on top of each other, and I've laid it down onto the board, and I've just sliced them up into little sections. So I'm going to do that now to the rest of these, and then we'll start trying to put these into the bowl. Okay, so I'm placing these in this way because I've got a plan here. I'm going to put a strip in the middle of some kind. So I'm placing them up this way. So I'm gonna sort of just mix this up a little bit by placing these. So I've started putting them in there. I'm just placing them all the way along the edge and all the bottom edge and the top edge, and then we'll put something in the middle to break it up as well. So right, so I've mixed, put all this in here now. So what I've done here is I've put a line of different miliputs all the way round. So I mean, you can see what I've done really, and I've placed the one layer at the top, one layer at the bottom, and then basically we've just got a line of white miliputs kind of all the way round the middle. So I mean, it looks a little bit of a mess at the moment, but that's fine, you know, because when you put it back on the lathe, you know, we'll turn it smooth, and that's when the real pattern really comes out, and it starts to look, you know, quite funky then. You know, and with this stuff you can have a bit of fun with it. It doesn't have to be obviously in any shape. It's just really to make it look quite nice. So one thing I would say, if you're doing something like this, if you're putting the miliputs in, don't put the bowl down on the side and carry on working round, because what you'll find is that the miliputs will just stick to the floor or the piece of wood, and it will just rip out all your work that you've just done. Now I've done that a couple of times, so that's why I'm telling you not to do it. So the best way to do it is to sit it down like that, and then just keep moving it round, and then keep pushing it in like that. So don't put it down like that, because it will just catch on here and it will just rip it all off. Also, if you're mixing up these different colours, I mean, I've gone through 2 pairs of gloves here, and the reason for that is because obviously, you know, the black, you want to try and do the black first to get all the black out of the way, then change gloves, because otherwise, you know, the black is just going to mix all into the white and it's going to look horrible. So I mean, there are some bits on the surface, but we're getting all that off when we turn it. So yeah, that should look quite nice. Not a bad, I think, you know, it might turn out quite well after all. So we'll wait for this to dry. We'll leave this overnight, and then we'll put it back on the lathe, turn it and finish it, and see how it looks. Hello everyone. Right, we finished that bowl now, and here's the finished piece. So we ended up using the miliputs because the segmented pieces weren't done properly by myself, and I take full responsibility for that. I don't know why I didn't do that properly, but there we go. I haven't really done any segmented pieces before, so yeah, I kind of know how to do them. Should know how to do them, and I didn't do that properly. So, but there we go. So what we did, and rather than just chuck the piece away, is we made good of it and just used the sort of section, cut that out, and put the miliputs inside. And then we've still got the nice segmented pieces inside the bowl, as you can see. And that's turned out okay. There's a few gaps in there because I didn't put them together properly, but I filled those in with a bit of sawdust and some super glue, and they've seemed to have come up all right. So, and then again, I made the mistake at the bottom where I didn't know what side I was going to be using for the top or the bottom. So what I used is I used one of these to bolt onto the bowl blank, which like this one here. So I'd bolt that onto there, and this would be the inside. So having the holes in here wouldn't really make any odds because I'm going to hollow that out anyway. However, I sort of changed my mind halfway through, so I had these holes here that I covered up. I tried to fill those with some wood filler, but that wasn't very nice. So I had an idea to cover that up, and that's what I've done with that, as you can see there. So I've just basically drilled through the holes and put some little ball bearings in the bottom. So that's made that look a lot nicer as a finish. So I hope you like it. I say it's only a small bowl, but there's a few different bits and pieces going on in here. And yeah, please like and subscribe, and any comments is appreciated. Cheers.